Hello everyone, I'm Hallie Cottis, author of Natural Solutions for Cleaning and Wellness and founder of Whole Lifestyle Nutrition. And welcome to day 2 of the 100 Days of Natural Living. If you missed day 1, it was yesterday, and it's why I was so passionate about living a natural lifestyle. So make sure to check that out. You can either go to Whole Lifestyle Nutrition to see that, or you can go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and you'll be notified as well when new posts come out. So I'm super excited today because, oh my gosh, you guys, the feedback I got from you yesterday, I had multiple people reach out to me and give me their feedback, and I was so excited, and along with the feedback came some questions. So today I thought this week I would dive into some of those questions that were asked specifically about my story yesterday. And it comes to no surprise to me that the major question that came through yesterday was about the Amish. So today we're going to dive in a little bit more about my experience with the Amish and how I grew up with them. And if you did miss yesterday's story, I talk about how the first 5 years, my parents lived in the city. And my dad's job took him into the rural countryside of Holmes County. And he had a plant, and to the right of his plant was a house. And we shared that house for the first 5 years that we lived in Holmes County with an Amish family. Now, we're not Amish, but the Amish refer to us as English, and we refer to them as Amish. So we had two completely different lifestyles, and we learned so much information on how to live a natural lifestyle. So let's talk a little bit about Amish. That's a little bit of my backstory. And you know, again, I grew up my whole childhood. I lived in Holmes County, and we lived in the Amish community. So I just kind of want to explain a little bit about the Amish. And you know, we're going to dive deep a little bit. So just stay with me, and it all makes sense here in a minute. But the Amish, their desire is that they live a lifestyle free of modern day amenities, okay? So they don't believe in telephones. They don't believe in electricity. They don't believe in, obviously, texting, computers, and think about it, electricity, you guys. How much electricity do we use? They believe, you know, in growing their own food. They are religion. So they believe in a sense of community and staying within their community. So there is just in living the simpler lifestyle. So they struggle internally because the struggle is that everyone is so intrigued with their lifestyle because it's so different from what we're living, that they have tourism. The tourists, they come out, you know, they're very private. They hide their faces. They want to stay within their community. So, but tourists come out and they want to see what's going on. And the government or certain agencies want to mandate how they live their life. Thankfully, they are a religion. So a lot of things fall within the religion, so they don't have to do certain things like vaccinations and so forth. So they struggle, though, with many people. They believe that their way is not the right way, right? And they want to normalize them. And you know, they think that, okay, this isn't normal. But wait a minute here. Let's just think about it. Okay, here's where I'm diving deep. Let's think about what's normal, okay? So we go back to the basic core beliefs, okay? And this is what the Amish believe. They believe in food, growing their own food. Shelter. If you've never seen it, they do barn raisings. It's the coolest thing. The community gets together. They build a barn or a house, but mostly a barn, and in a day, the whole community comes together. You know, hundreds of people come together, the Amish community, and they build it in one day. So Google it, barn raising, Amish barn raising. It's so incredible to see. So food, shelter, water. They have their own wells. They get it from the earth. They believe in the land, living on the land. That's key, living on the land. And finally, the community, living within a community and relationships, okay? So we think we're living in this community, and we think that we have this relationships thing down, but guys, do we? Do we have the relationship things down? Do we have a community? Sure, yeah, we have Facebook. Let me ask you this question. I mean, so yeah, we have 1,000 friends on there. When was the last time that you took out one of those friends to lunch? Actually sat down face to face and interacted? I mean, or texting, that's another one, you know? I mean, I can remember with my girls when they were younger, I had a full-time babysitter, and she came over, and she told me she was having an argument with her fiance. And I said, oh, well, when was the last time you talked to him? And texting was just coming around, you know, and she's younger, and she's like, oh, I think it's been 6 days. I said, you haven't talked to him in 6 days? And she's like, well, no, we text, but there was no interaction. I mean, lots gets lost in translation. You know, same with Facebook. You know, you put your best foot forward, and, you know, you show when you're on vacation. You show your happy times. You don't show your, you know, rarely am I on my personal Facebook page, because when I leave, I feel depleted. I feel like my life is not, I don't matter. My life is not up to this person's standard or that person. So essentially, we've lost all sense of communication and community. Yeah, Facebook's a community, but is it really? You know, I think that and I'm really getting off on a tangent here, but I'm not. So the thing is that we've lost our sense of community. We've lost our sense of communication, you know, and this is a core fundamental thing that we need to survive. You know, food, water, shelter, community, relationships, okay? And the Amish have perfected that. You know, they pride themselves in their community and in staying within their community. They go to church. It's not just an hour. It's a whole day event. After church, they go and they all meet together, and the women cook from scratch, and they create this big meal, and everybody's running around. The kids are playing together. I mean, they're interacting. So, you know, we're so intrigued with the Amish, you know, and their way of living. But let me ask you this. Are we so intrigued with the Amish because we actually are craving to get back to what they have? Kind of a deep question, right? But think about that. Are we wanting that sense, the real sense of community, not Facebook, not the so-called how many friends that we have never met, not, you know, the sense of community? And that is what the Amish embrace, a true sense of community, the way things once were done, the way without the modern day amenities, without all that. That is what they are at the core. And, you know, it's about living a natural lifestyle, you know, and living off the land, and relationships. And they're just intriguing people. And that's, you know, what I have to say about the Amish. I don't, you know, it's just an amazing lifestyle. And there's a lot that we could learn from them. And maybe, just maybe, they're a little bit more normal than we are. Just to think about. So anyways, that is day 2 today. Is a little bit more on the Amish. I want to keep these short and sweet. So we'll dive into day 3 tomorrow. I'm not sure what the topic is, but I'm sure it'll be exciting. So until then, bye-bye.